got the P28 apart in pieces. It took a while to clean all of this because it was pretty nasty. Like, somebody hadn't cleaned their saw in probably years, if I had to guess. I do have a good piston and cylinder. I actually have another piston and cylinder. It's just, the cylinder's not in the best shape, but it could be cleaned and probably, you know, put a different piston in it. But piston's in pretty good shape though. What we got here is just the pieced, well, took apart basically. My cylinder is pretty clean. If you guys can see, it's pretty clean. There's not no blemishes or anything like that in it. Cleaned my exhaust. Did a little intake work, but that's it. I didn't do any transfer work because them things are wide open. And I did do a muffler mod. I was told to clean it out, so I did clean it out and get all the rough little small edges out of it, so I did do that. I let this thing set for a long time, and gas, sprayed it with brake cleaner, and, you know, scraped what I could, and it, I don't know, for some reason it was like trying to put chisel through steel. Here is the other side of it. This looks like a 1074 exhaust, because that's what it is. I did clean the inside of it out and try to scrape it too, but I didn't get very far with it. But I did cut this lip down a little tiny bit. It was too far up here in this corner, I think. I opened it up just a tiny bit. I didn't want to do too much of it. I am taking the spark arrestor screen out of that because I don't need it in there for what I want to do with this saw. But I am keeping it just in case I decide to sell this saw. But like overall cosmetic, this thing is in pretty good shape. I had to replace the gas lines and the filter. I did do, I took the points out because I'm going to chip it. I'm going to show you guys something I've never seen before. Here's an old style chip. This is probably out of a dirt bike or something. I have no idea what this is, but I do know this is a chip, older chip. This was in that saw. Somebody had it in there. Like my other parts are in pretty good shape. They're not too bad at all. I am going to use this top cover, but around here had like this spongy top. I guess the filter that, you know, to keep the filter actually pushed down with like that sponge material, whatever it was. If you could see, it doesn't want to go on like that. Well, I was wrong. I guess I'm wrong. Well, it's going on there now. It wasn't doing it a while ago. I don't know why. I guess I wasn't holding my mouth right. But I do have this. I do have a filter. I have it laying over there, soaking a little bit of gas. Here in a minute, I'm going to go ahead and air it out and get the debris and stuff off of it. But let's put some of this stuff back together. Let me lay this over here. The carburetor is tiny. I can about compare this to a steel. Here's a '09 Walbro. Look how tiny. They're about the same actually. Let's flip it around there, like that. I actually thought about putting this on there to see what it would do, because it's almost identical. The only thing, this has 2 jets, this only has 1 jet. Probably just going to experiment and see where it goes. I do know this one has all the parts in it. This one does too. I took it out and cleaned it. Well, I took it apart and cleaned it. But yeah, I am going to experiment this just to see if it will actually fit on there. I do believe it will. It's about the same height, just a little bit taller, just a tiny bit taller. But yeah, I think I'm gonna use this steel one just to see if it will respond better, because it has 2 jets instead of just 1. But let's go ahead and drop the cylinder back on. But the first thing I gotta do is put the needles back in the push arm, and I need to get me a little bit of grease. Excuse me. Oh, I'll show you got something else really cool. Where did I put it? Hang on, what did I do with it? Oh, it's laying over there. Alright, check this out. 16-inch bar, and it still says Pioneer right here. And you can see the old roller tip with the hole through the middle. Take those 2 out right there, and you could replace it. But it's in really good shape. It's not bent, or it ain't been really used real hard or anything like that. It says, I can't really see what that says on that side. Well, it's only on this side. It says 16053 325, made in Canada, and it says, I'm guessing that is the date, 1975, which is really cool. They even have the chain, and it really looked like nobody hardly ever used it. Let me lay this back down. Alright, let's get the bearing back in there. Well, the noodle bearings. I need I can use a paper towel. Well, just use a little tiny bit, not a lot. I try not to use a whole lot of it. Oh, one thing I didn't do was check to see if I had an actual spark. But with this thing chipped, I have no idea what I'm walking into. They may be in good shape, I have no idea. I wish I had some electric cleaner, because I would clean them things really good. But let's hold on. I always use these picks to lay those back down in, and I use these little tiny needle nose. You can see them in there now. Yay. Yeah. All right. Exhaust. All right. I wish it would sit in here. Okay. I got the chip on there. This is going to be for the cutoff switch. I know I do have a spark plug, but I need the back piece right here. Just to see how far I'm off. It goes up and under that. Can't put it on there. I'm going to have to move it. Okay, it took me a little while to figure out the handle. This has 2 screws in it, so you take this piece off from this piece, and you can get it in there a whole lot easier and faster. It's just a bolt here and a bolt under there, and it takes it completely off of this piece. Which I ain't gonna lie, it had me puzzled there for a second, which I ain't never messed with one of these before, so this is new for me. All right, let's put this carburetor back together for once. I was missing an isolator, river bushing up here, so I made me one. I had some really thick old fuel line. It always makes a good a buffer. Just a little trick that I've learned. Yeah, let's get this carburetor back together. Okay. This will be fun because right here's my throttle cable. I mean my throttle rod. Oh. I got it back together. One thing though, I can't get it to fire. It does have spark. I tried dumping fuel down the throat. It worked one time, but it didn't fire right off. It didn't keep going. It does have good compression though. I could say that. It is on. The chip did work. I stuck the filter back on this. Used the brown top because I don't have the yellow one or the green one to match. These saws came with the yellow or a green top, but this brown one works pretty good. I did drill a hole in the top of it and put a frog skin on it to give it a little bit more breathing room. But like I said, it won't fire for me, but I'm not giving up on this saw because I've been wanting one of these saws to run. So hopefully I can get this thing to run in a couple more weeks. I'm going to be kind of busy though. I am going to October Saw Fest, which is this weekend coming for me. Hopefully I'll see a lot of you there. But it's clean. It's back together. It does have spark. I don't think it has a lot of spark that it needs. But yeah, we'll get this thing. We'll get it to run and fire. Well, fire and then run, hopefully. But yeah. So next video. You guys have a wonderful day. Can't believe this thing won't fire after all that work.